Black League. Are you or you do agree with Uzo based on Yahaya, what he said on Yahaya, that it's not a very good chance to, you know, to clinch the presidency based on.
Yes, Yahaya Bello has, as of today, he has a better chance. He has, I would say top three, and he's stopping the likes of TINUBU, even though they might have. Yeah,
That's
I'm talking APC politics.
yes. You are talking
Yeah,
of.
as of
I mean, there's no way PC
first
without
of all,
Tinubu.
look at the trajectory of Yahaya Bello. Yahaya Bello started out as a PDP member.
Okay.
He contested the elections in APC. He lost out. He had already concluded his move to the PDP when they called him and gave him the ticket. When the original man on the ticket passed away while the results were still being counted.
Okay.
So if you're going
That's
by the law,
Abubakar.
they should have, yeah, if they're going by the law, they should have made the deputy governorship candidate. He should automatically be the governorship candidate. That's the person of Honorable James Faleke.
That's Tinubu's boys too. Was once.
Yes. So, yeah, I'm going somewhere. Tinubu
Okay.
supported him. Tinubu made him get that ticket as deputy governor. He was by right supposed to be the governor, but they brought Yahaya Bello from a different party into the APC. That the first thing that is showing you is they're showing Tinubu who's boss in party politics.
Of
He
course.
thought he would have control, having his man there, Oshomole. And he
Mm.
thought the agreement was Buhari and his team will run the government, while Tinubu and his team will run the party. It started that way the first few years, but then he lost grip. The Yahaya Bello factor was one of the most deciding factors for him to see that his own quote unquote political godson could not become governor. And the APC stalwarts nationally went for a PDP member in Yahaya Bello. So Yahaya Bello knows that it's almost like a miracle that he's governor, that he was elected as governor because he wasn't even in the party. He will definitely be loyal to Buhari, the sitting president, and the APC stalwarts who made that possible for him. There is no way 2023 those men will not be looking at him. First of all, politicians listen to the everyday people. They listen to what's going on. Don't be surprised if they're listening to this show right now. They want to know what the views are. Even if it's contrary to their views, they want to know what the views are. They know that Nigerians have been clamoring for a young president, young meaning under 50.
That's true.
Yahaya Bello is just turned 45 probably a month ago.
Okay.
He will still be under 50 as of 2023. That's their best shot. Because they are now looking for somebody who Nigerians will not see them, because Nigerians have painted them with a religious brush, saying, oh, this is not just religious and regional. So Nigerians have,
By
over
extension,
the years,
extremists too.
yes, Nigerians have painted them with that brush of being a northern Muslim party that is Muslim, and they only pander to the core north. So now is the chance for them to bring somebody from the quote unquote middle belt area. Lokoja is right almost at the heart of Nigeria. That's called the middle belt. He is not a Hausa man. He is not a Fulani man. He's Ibera.
Okay.
Yep.
So those are his chances. Uzo rightly said, Nigeria as we have it today, rightly or wrongly, the style of politics panders to religion
But let me
and
let me
region.
let me interject there. Uzo also made a point that the block of the vote largely lies with the northern part. Now, if APC settle for Yahaya Bello, who is an Igbira man, yes, he will have the support of the presidency as it is. But what if APC decided to go for people like person like Erufai, Tambawa, who are core northerners? Now,
You said the
uh,
APC, Tambuwal is in the PDP.
PDP, sorry, if APC settle for Yahaya, PDP decide to go for Erufai, Tambawa, those alike. So what do you think is going to look like then? Knowing the pattern, which and based on what Uzo just analyzed, how they vote, based on how they the history tell us that they care about who is in power, who care for them, not necessarily, but that by the side, they are still very, very much very sentimental to who their person is, somebody they can relate to, regardless of how the rest of the world that person is saying. Just example by Buhari, the whole world can say Buhari is not qualified. What about they see him as their hero? Do you think that that kind of scenario might play out, and APC might end up losing the presidency if they choose that route?
If the hypothetical situation is APC opting for Yahaya Bello and PDP bringing El Rufai or a Tambuwal to stand against Yahaya Bello in the general elections 2023, if that happens, I see PDP cruising to victory. Why? Because PDP, as we have it, they're the most desperate party right now in Nigeria. APC is not as desperate as the PDP because APC they've reached their goal. The
But
whole, the
now,
APC, let me conclude this thought. APC is not one political party. It came as a merger. And they are still standing in formation just like they came in. There is still the new PDP in APC. There's still the fraction of ABGA led by Okorocha. There's still the CPC led by the sitting president and the likes of Malami, the current Minister of Justice. So there's still APC led by TINUBU. So they are still in their fragmented formations pretending to be a merged party. There's still a lot contending. The PDP was designed for power. That's what they believe. The PDP was created in 98. In 99, they came to power. They don't know anything outside of power. They left power in 2015. They are at their most desperate point because they don't even know how to play opposition politics. All they know is power. If they see any chance to clinch the presidency, they will forget Southern presidency faster than the blink of an eye
That's
and
the
go
thing.
for a northern and go for a north. They are all looking for power. Why are you in politics if power is not the goal?
It's
They
true.
understand that perfectly. That's the moves they're making. If you notice, they are not even making any noise. They are not talking about 2023. They are just sitting in their rooms watching APC. What APC is gonna do? If APC brings out Yahaya Bello, they can easily call their former member Erufai, say come back home,
now,
contest. Or
now,
they will go with their sitting member who is Tambuwal. Tambuwal is the executive governor of Sokoto
Sokoto
State. That
State.
is the current seat of the caliphate, the Muslim caliphate we all refer to in the north. Sokoto is their capital.
That's
How do
true.
you see a Kogi state governor in Yahaya Bello defeating, as you said, the North controls 60 to 65% of the total votes? If
Yes.
that happens, all you need to win presidential elections in Nigeria is win majority in 4 out of the 6 geopolitical zones. The North already has 3. All they need is pick one from the South. The South
That's
South
true.
has always been willing. There's zero agitation for self-determination in the South South. They are quiet, watching the Igbos and Yorubas side to side. They already know the game plan. If it goes in that way, all the North has to do is make an alliance with the South South. They cruise to victory with relative ease. It's not going to be a difficult election for them.
Now,
Can I,
yeah, okay, go ahead.
let me start from Yahaya Bello.
Oh, okay. I thought. Sorry, just before you go that, let me conclude this here because Uzo make a point with the vice president. So aren't you going to factor the vice president that is going to play out Black League?
How do you mean the vice president?
Now,
No, he
if
means
the
the running
yeah
mate of
running mate to Yahaya, running mate to Tambawa or Erofa, are they not going to play a factor to the election?
Yeah, it will not play a major factor. Yes, it will play a factor, but it won't be a major one. Why? Because we all pander to who is president. The president determines what the duties of the vice president will be. So everyone is just focused on that one seat, the presidency. It might matter a little bit. The PDP might decide to go to South South, but an Igbo influenced area in the South South. Pick somebody like Wike, Ikwere and Igbo, there's very little difference. So Wike can easily pander to the Southeast. Easily. Wike can make an alliance with the Southeast, tell him, I am your son. Speak the language to them,
You don't deny
languages.
them. Now I say no
He
be Biafran.
understands, Wike understands Igbo more than some Igbos do. So Wike can just use that. They already know that. And it's already,
yeah,
these
you're right.
plans are things already in place. It's just not broadcasted yet to media.
Okay.